Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports gambling show. I am your host, Kyle Johnson, coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada, right here on Eastern Avenue. Guys, welcome to the show. It's going to be another great week, this time centered all around Major League Baseball as well as college football. It is Thursday. College football is in full swing. We've got games going right now, and we've got our free play coming up. And this week, guys, a lot of free plays for you, free leans in the show. Everything is going to be rolling great. We've got some great things coming up for you guys, coming right up. Guys, in this week's installment of Cappers Nation Live, not only do we have free plays in Major League Baseball for tonight, but we've got free football plays all week long. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, leans. It's going to be a great show. NFL news and betting. Our Real Talk segment. A great promo that's coming up. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's great to have everybody here. And hopefully, to everybody that's just tuning in, if you got the text message or you got the link through our email blast, that means you're on our list. We have a very, very large list of everybody that signs up on our website, or to the right of the website, when you go to our website, cappersdirect.com, it says put in your information for free, information on free premium plays, text it and email daily. If you're on that list, you will start getting an update each and every single time we do our Cappers Nation live show to remind you that we're starting. All right, guys, so if you did get a text or an email, please do let us know. Just post in the comments if you got a text or an email, because we're just curious who's getting what and making sure it's all working. So we've been sending out an email and a text blast the last couple weeks, but I noticed a lot of our faithfuls were not getting it after polling a couple of them and asking if they got it. A lot of people weren't, so we just want to make sure it's working and everybody's going good. Let's have another great show, guys. This show is brought to you by the fine guys over at Cappers Direct. Jeff, what a great person to work for, as well as everybody at LVSS. We're thankful to have this show, guys. And remember, the guys over at Cappers Direct, myself, J. John Ed, Jeff, and everybody else, we are your nation's leading group of handicappers, industry experts, syndicates, and sharps alike. We have a smorgasbord of individuals that do work for us. I'm sure somebody's going to pipe up here shortly and ask why they don't all come on camera. It happens every week when somebody comes from one of the other services and gets in a fake account and starts commenting. So welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome, David, Brian, Julio, Nathan, everybody. It's great to have everybody here. If you are watching us live on another platform other than YouTube, please do open up your browser, or your app, go to youtube.com or to the YouTube app, put in Cappers Nation or Cappers Direct to find us. All right, guys, please come over to the YouTube side. All right, there's a live chat, interactive chat, where you guys can chat with us. You can participate in the live chat, ask questions, post your comments, your concerns. It makes it more fun and it makes it more interactive for everybody. So come on over to the YouTube side. If you're watching this right on our website, just click on the video. It will actually pop up into a bigger screen into the YouTube. That way, you'll actually be in the YouTube side and you'll actually see the live chat comment box, and you guys can participate. What's going on, C. Parsons, David, Julio, welcome to the show. Thank you, Julio. David, good to know you got the text blast as well. We do appreciate it. And remember, if you guys want to be removed from that at any time, just reply stop, and you'll automatically be removed, and you'll never know when we're going live again, just unless you happen to be browsing. So, again, if you're watching this on somewhere other than the YouTube platform, please go over to youtube.com. Go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Cappers Direct, and then click on the live link for the live show, and that way you guys can participate in the live interactive chat as well. If you got the email blast and you're not part of our subscriber database, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll get instant notifications each and every single time we go live or we put out a video. And remember, guys, if we put out a video, we don't waste your time, and we're not going to have you come to our website or our YouTube channel, watch our videos and watch even if it's a 30-second video, 30-second, or a 30-minute video, and not leave you guys with something for free. Guys, today we've got a lot of great leans in college football, as well as free plays in both Major League Baseball, Canadian football, and college football. Excuse me. David, glad you love the live version. We're actually going to be doing more live stuff throughout the week. Guys, speaking of live, we are going to be going live on Saturday, game day, first thing in the morning before the games kick off. We're going to go over Saturday's game card, and we're going to get you guys live more free plays as well. So we haven't determined a time yet, but it will be before kickoff. It'll be probably a couple hours before kickoff, so I'm not sure exactly just yet, but we're looking around 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning here in Las Vegas, so that's anywhere from 9 to 10 o'clock on the East Coast, and we're going to be bringing you guys another edition of Cappers Nation Live this coming Saturday. I don't know if it's going to be a every Saturday occurrence. We're going to try to make it that way, but we're going to bring it to you guys live this Saturday and get you guys more free plays rather than just our daily free play video. Also, we've got a big promotion that's getting ready to start. It should start tomorrow, I believe. So pay attention in tomorrow's video for the big promotion that we're going to be running. It's an automated promotion. I have nothing to do with who's picking the winners. It's going to be through a text message, and it'll be completely automated. So it's going to be pretty neat, and we're going to give away our futures package for college and pro football to a bunch of guys. Daniel, I actually haven't seen their uniforms just yet today. I have not tuned in to anything. If you guys want to update me on scores, especially our free play, once it gets rolling on Northwestern, I seen somebody already posted Go Purdue. They're probably from another service and using a fake account, rooting against us. But if you guys want to give us some scores updates, that way I can see them as well. We'd love, I know I'd love to see some score updates on all the college games going on. Navas, how you get the text message service? Right on our website, cappersdirect.com. As soon as you go to our website, the right-hand corner of the page, it's going to give a spot for you to put in your email address and your phone number. Put in your email address and your phone number, and then hit the submit button. You'll automatically you'll be automatically subscribed to our database. It might take a day or two to get you in there, but you'll start getting updates by text or email each and every single time we go live. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, just subscribe to our YouTube channel, bud. You'll get instant notifications if you subscribe and click the little bell button. You'll be automatically notified on your browsers. But if you want that text message, just go to our website and put in your information right on the right-hand side, and you'll be added to your list. All right, guys, welcome to the show. It's going to be a great show for you guys. Like I said, the show is brought to you by everybody over at cappersdirect.com. We've got a big day planned. We've got a big day going on right now for everybody from our consensus play members, our free play viewers like yourself, our premium play members, and our system play members. What's going on, Brian? Welcome to the show. If you're just tuning in, you haven't missed anything yet. All right. All right. Let's see what's going on now. Over at Cappers Direct, where you guys can find me on a daily basis, we put out quite a few plays today. All right. We put out 3 premium plays, 2 of them in college football, 1 of them in Major League Baseball. All 3 are going on currently, so I have no problem discussing it. Premium play in baseball, we gave out the Cardinals on the money line. Cardinals minus 125 when we gave it out. They are up 2-0, top of the 4th. Looking like a nice game going on over there. Hopefully they pull it out for us and all of our premium play members. For college football, what we gave out for our premium play members, what did we give out? There it is. UCF in Connecticut, we gave out the over 71.5 on the total. And as of right now, 6:20 left in the second, 21-3. UCF started out great, scoring 2 times, 2 touchdowns really, really quickly. And as I look at it right now, it looks like they petered off a little bit on the scoring side. So hopefully they pick it up and start some scoring. That way, all of our members, our premium play members, have another nice winner. Also, as far as a premium play over at cappersdirect.com, in the Wake Forest Tulane game, that game just kicked off. That game just kicked off a little bit ago. 0-0 with 11 minutes left in the first quarter. On that game, guys, it was another total. We gave out the under 57.5 as a premium play. So hopefully, good luck to all of our premium play members. Hopefully, we've got a nice 3-0, and that's what we're rooting for. As far as our system plays, we did have 2 system plays for today. They have not started yet, and hopefully they'll be nice winners. Speaking of our system plays, they're now 52-3. After closing out 3 of them yesterday with 2 wins and a loss, it was a little bit bittersweet, but it is what it is. 52-3 on system plays, we'll take it. As far as our consensus plays, we gave out 4 consensus plays to all of our consensus play members. We gave you guys 1 of them for free right here in our YouTube video last night. All right, that free play that we gave you guys. Now, of all the viewers, who's bet our free play for today in college football? All right, we gave out Northwestern plus 1.5 as our premium or as our free consensus play today, as well as another consensus play that we gave out was UCF minus the points. UCF minus 23.5 when we gave it out. And then Major League Baseball, we had 2 consensus plays for all of our consensus play members today. We gave out earlier, we gave out the Milwaukee Brewers as one of our smaller plays, minus $1.35. They got the job done with the W, winning 2-1 against Cincinnati. And then we also have the Atlanta Braves on the money line, minus 125 against the Chicago Cubs, against the Red Hot Cubs. Cubs are winning right now, top of the third, 2-0. And let's hope for all of our consensus play members, the Braves pull through for us today. So that's what we got going on over at Cappers Direct today. And anybody have a score update in our Northwestern game? Curious to see if anybody's got a score update. Would love to know how that play is working out for us so far. And let me catch up on... Okay, there we go. Northwestern up 7-0. There we go. Sorry, just reading back through some of these comments real quick. Brian, absolutely, Cards was too cheap to be true. And the hottest team in Major League Baseball right now is the St. Louis Cardinals, in my opinion. And minus 125 when we gave out the game this morning. Easy. Brian, we had the Dodgers last night as a premium play. And today against Arizona, we do not have them. I do believe... it's going to be a tough matchup. Arizona plays tough in Los Angeles every single time they go to Chavez Ravine. The Diamondbacks play tough. So that one we're going to be watching the first couple games, see what's going on. Hey, Bill, welcome to the show. Glad to know that you bet on Northwestern. I do believe we've got a nice winner. Brian, glad to know you bet it as well. And let's see here. John Dolphin, welcome to the show. David as well. Alrighty, so let's get rolling with this program because of my little cheat sheet notes here. There's 16 pages of information. 16 pages of information to keep me on track because everybody knows I'm always all over the board when it comes to our live show. Hell, any of our pre-recorded videos, I shoot straight from the hip. Nothing is planned, and I fire away straight from the hip, especially in our show. So I got 16 pages of notes to keep us on track. Now, let's get a little business out of the way. The fine folks where I work on a daily basis, cappersdirect.com. They're our main sponsor over here. We actually have a handful of sponsors. But I'm going to discuss their promos that they've got going on right now. And throughout the rest of the week, they ran them one extra week. Is our all-time sale. All right. First of all, Bill, welcome to the live show, buddy. It's a great thing every Thursday, and we'll be live Saturday morning. We'll announce that time probably in tonight's video as well. The all-time sale going on over at Cappers Direct, guys. What it is when we give you guys a couple weeks ago we gave out a new caller or a new client special that was extremely discounted, and what that was is you guys got a discounted package, extremely cheap, and it was for a short period of time. And what happened was, and what happens all the time with our sales, is once that trial period is up, you go back to our full price. If you want to keep with us, you got to pay the full price. Well, that's not the case with our all-time sale. This is the coolest thing, guys. I'm so glad we tried doing this last year. Management and the owner did not want to do it. We talked them into it this year, and it's been amazing selling the shit out of packages and making people a bunch of money, especially with our premium plays as well as our system plays. And consensus plays have been heating up and getting pretty hot as of late as well. But what the all-time sale is normally once your package is over, you go back to the regular price on a sale. All right, but now it's not. You can keep those low prices. These are our lowest prices on individual packages that we've ever had. All right, first, I'm going to run through them really quickly. That way we can jump into this program. We've already been rambling for 24 minutes, and we haven't even gotten to anything juicy. All right, the premium plays that are on sale, they're normally $1,000 a week, $3,000 a month. With our all-time sale, you can get 7 full days of our premium plays for just $399 a week. Yes, $399. It's a lot to some, but it's not when you're getting consistent winners. All right, when you're winning more than you're losing, or you're getting the big games, the same games that I'm moving serious money on, those are the games that you're getting with our premium plays. And the best thing about the $399 a week deal is you can keep that price for as long as you keep your account open and active. So when that week is up, you're not going to be forced to buy our premium plays back at the full price of $1,000 a week. If you sign up at the $399 a week, you can keep that rate as long as your account is open and active. Now, they're normally $3,000 a month. You could also get our premium plays monthly for just $9.99. That is actually our #1 package during this sale, is the monthly package at $9.99. All right, what that gets you 30 full days of every single premium play we put out. It doesn't matter if it's college football, Major League Baseball. If we put it out, or the NFL when the NFL starts next week, if we put out a premium play, you're getting those at $9.99. And the best thing is, guys, you can keep that discounted rate for the entire time that you're with us. As long as your account is open and active, you can keep $9.99 a month. All right, you can keep it going all the time for a year, 2 years, for however long that you want. All right, now our system plays are normally $600 a week. You can get them with our all-time sale for just $249 a week. Our system plays are not for everybody. If you have questions about them, feel free to give us a call, 888-561-8923. I'll be happy to explain them in detail. Not a lot of people, but a few people get them mixed up. They don't know how to bet them properly, and sometimes they may not have the best experience. But if you're betting them properly and you understand how they work, you will make money. All right. So if you want to get on those, you can normally get them for $600 a week. You can get them on the all-time sale for $249 a week, and you can keep that price each and every single week until Major League Baseball is done. All right, as well as our system plays monthly. They're normally $14.99 a month. You can get them for just $7.49 a month. There's about a month and a half left of the regular season of baseball. Then they move into the playoffs. Then we got the World Series. All right, so we got about 3 months left of baseball in total. You can keep getting our system plays for $7.49 at that discounted rate every single month that your account is active and open. All right, guys, our consensus plays, those are our smallest plays that we put out. And they actually win more than most of the competition's big games, to be honest. All right. There's 4 of them today. One's already a winner. We gave you guys one for free. And if you want those on a consistent basis, you can get them on our all-time sale. They're normally $149 a week or $299 a month. You can get them for $99 a week or $199 a month. All right, guys. That is all the promotions over at Cappers Direct. The only way to get them, there's 2 ways, guys. Go to the website, cappersdirect.com. If you want the premium plays or the system plays, just click on the premium play tab. If you want the consensus plays, click on the consensus play tab. All right? Now, that's the promotions. We did just release our futures bets yesterday for the NFL and college football. Included in those futures bets, guys, they do charge for them. It's $29.99 for every single one of our college and pro football futures. If you've been with us before, which a lot of you have, you know what we've done over the last 7 years that we've been doing our futures. Everybody has made great money betting our futures. Our futures include everything from plus 700s to plus 1800s. And what you're going to be looking at is with our futures is you're going to get the teams that we believe that have a shot to win the NFL championship. The teams we believe that have a shot to win the NFC championship, the AFC championship, the NFC North, the NFC East, as well as the NFC South, the NFC West. Same thing with the AFC, all 4 divisions. Who we're predicting to win each division. Guys, we've got plus 800s, plus 350s, plus 180s. You name it, we've got them, and we've got winners, all right? You're also going to receive, for both college and pro, each team's season totals or season wins prediction, all right? It doesn't matter which team it is, college or pro, you've got that for every single team in the NFL and college football. As well as college football futures, guys, we've got who we're predicting to win the college football championship. Who are the teams that we think have the best opportunity to make the 4-team playoff before the season kicks off, as well as the SEC football champion, the Pac-12 championship winner, the ACC winner, the Mountain West Conference winner, the Big Ten, the Big 12, the AAC, the Conference USA, the MAC championship, the Sun Belt. All right, guys? And I'll be honest with you, there's some shockers that we're predicting. There are some absolute shockers, especially in the Big 12. All right, so if you want those, just go to our website, cappersdirect.com, click on the tab that says Premium, scroll all the way to the very, very, very bottom, and then you can be on your way to getting our futures for just $29.99. Now, if you want to get all of our future bets for free, stay tuned for Saturday's video. In Saturday's video, we're going to be running a promotion. We're going to be giving away to random people that participate our futures package absolutely free. It's going to be a great deal. As well, anybody that purchases our guaranteed Saturday play on Saturday is going to receive our NFL and college football futures package 100% for free as well, just as a thank you for jumping on board our futures package. Sorry, going back through some of the comments here. So UCF is up 28-10. Russ Woodside, welcome to the show. Nathan, who's Laura? Is there a Laura in here? I didn't see somebody post a comment. I might have missed something. All right, guys, let's see. UCF up 28-10, which that I like, and I like it a lot. One of our premium plays was the over 71.5, and 38 points with 2.5 minutes left in the second, looking good. Northwestern got the ball, 6 minutes left in the first, up 7-0. 7.5 minutes left in the Wake Forest game, and there's no score. I love it. All right, guys. Sorry, the one-handed bandit over here struggling with this damn brace. All right, I like it. Northwestern up 14-0. Good deal, guys. Good deal. All right, let's see. Let's jump right into Canadian Football League. Excuse me. Let's discuss that for just a quick minute. It is not going to be the highlight of our show. Why? Because college football is back. All right, we make a lot of money betting Canadian Football League, and if you're not betting it, you're missing out on some easy money each and every single week. Jose, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining in, as well as Russ, David, everybody. Guys, if you're tuning in, if you got a text blast or you got an email from us letting us know that we're live, please do post what you got in the comments. We'd love to know if you got a text blast or an email blast notifying you that we were live. It's something we've been doing the last couple weeks, and not a lot of people were receiving it that were supposed to. If you're watching this video on another platform other than YouTube, and what that means is if you're on our website, cappersdirect.com, or you're watching this on the live stream platform, or maybe the Venmo platform, maybe you're watching it on the Cappers Nation website, as well as one of the other partner websites that we have this show being aired on. If you're watching it on one of those other shows, please do come over to YouTube. Go to youtube.com/Cappers, youtube.com/Cappers Direct. Click on the live link, join the show where you can participate in a live chat, live interactive chat with all of our members, as well as post any questions, comments that you got. It's a great time, guys. So if you're watching this on another one, please do come over and join us over here. I probably shouldn't announce that we sent out text blasts and email blasts because our competition will probably knock us off. Actually, I don't think we really have competition. So when it comes to actually taking care of clients and signing them up and winning people money. But I probably shouldn't give away some of the secrets why our live videos do so well. Also, if you're coming over from another platform and when you get to YouTube and you're on our video, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right? Please do subscribe to the YouTube channel. As well as give us a thumbs up if you're watching this on YouTube. Please hit that thumbs up button. Let us know that you do appreciate the hard work that we put in. And let us know that you do appreciate it, because we certainly do. I love doing this show and love bringing you guys everything each and every single week. Alrighty. Canadian Football League. Haha, Nathan. It don't matter if they're likes, dislikes. It don't matter. There's always going to be some haters in the bunch. It happens each and every single week. All right? But yeah, I'd like to see more participation from everybody that's watching it outside. I'm sure YouTube would like the numbers to jump as well. All right, Canadian Football League. Weird schedule this week, guys. Friday, Sunday, and Monday. All right, no Canadian football today. Why? Because every NFL team is playing right now. All right, as well as college football kicking off. We got Canadian Football League tomorrow. One game on Monday. One game Monday. One game Saturday. One game Friday tomorrow. One game on Sunday. And 2 games on Monday. Nathan, the reason why the numbers are like that is because most of our views, they're watching it in a YouTube box on another website, and they don't have the option when you do that to click the like or the dislike button or make a comment, unfortunately. So hopefully we can get them all to come over to our YouTube channel and watch the video right here. And if you guys want to know what I'm talking about, you just go to our website, cappersdirect.com. You'll see the very top post is the live show. Guys, when we do a lot of marketing, obviously we market our website because we want to drive the traffic to our website, all right? But when they're watching the video on our website or another partner's website that we market with, they don't have the option to, 1, participate in the live chat, 2, give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. There we go. There's another thumbs down. I like it. Thank you, people. It don't matter what it is. But they don't have the option to participate unless they actually click in it and open it up and then log in and create a YouTube account. Well, I don't mind them getting a pick in the end zone, David, but I do like that total going up. But I know the total will go over. Andrew, I can't talk today. Out of curiosity, Andrew, did you just come from one of the other platforms? Were you watching it on our website and had to click on it to log in so that you can participate in the live chat? Just out of curiosity. All right, so Canadian football tomorrow, guys, the 31st of August, one game, 7:30 Eastern Time, 4:30 here on the West Coast. The 2-8 team of Montreal with Johnny Manziel, who is supposed to come back and start for Montreal, facing off against the 6-3 Ottawa Red Blacks. Line on that game's got Ottawa favored, I was reading the comments, favored by 16 points with a total over and under 51. All right, Johnny Football is back. How is that going to help Montreal? I'm not sure that it will personally. He was a great college football player. Sucked in the NFL. Sucked in his one game. And I don't think... I'd like to see him succeed. I'd like to see everybody succeed, even our competition. I like to see everybody successful and succeeding in whatever they want to do. Appreciate it, Andrew. Thanks for letting me know. Sunday, one Canadian Football League game, guys. 3 p.m. Eastern, noon here on the West Coast. 5-5 Winnipeg facing off against 5-4 Saskatchewan. All right, Saskatchewan favored -3.5 is the line on that game. Over and under 54 points. And then on Monday, the 3rd, Labor Day Monday here in the United States, 2 games, one starting at noon here on the West Coast, 3 p.m. East Coast time. The 6-4 Edmonton facing off against the 8-1 Calgary Stampeders. Calgary favored by 7 points with a total over and under 52.5 points. Now kicking off that doubleheader on Monday the 3rd, 6:30 Eastern time, 3:30 here on the West Coast. 3-6 Toronto facing off against 4-5 Hamilton. Hamilton favored -8.5 points with a total over and under 51.5 points. If you guys are not signed up to get our notifications, all right, if you guys are not signed up to get text information or email information when we release special plays or when we go live, head over to our website, cappersdirect.com. The right-hand corner of the page, you're going to see a little box where you can put in your information. You can put in your email and your phone number to not only be notified by email, but text message every single time we do Cappers Nation Live or we do something big or we give you guys free plays. You can get free plays by text. So go ahead, go over to our website when the show is done or open up another browser. You can do it right now. That way, you may not miss out next time we go live. As I said earlier, we are supposed to go live Saturday morning, a couple hours before the first game kicks off Saturday morning. I know Bill asked to comment what time Saturday morning. I am not sure just yet. We're going to announce that later in tonight's video that we put out for Friday's free play. When I film that video, I will make an announcement there as well. And if you're signed up for our text message notification, you will be notified when we go live Saturday morning as well. Excuse me. Now, I do have a free college football play for you guys for tomorrow, Friday, the 31st of August, guys. Montreal facing off against Ottawa. The line on that game has Ottawa favored by 16. Montreal getting the 16 with a total over and under 51 points. Guys, Nathan, you just got to do it one time. It doesn't give you a message or anything. It just takes your information down. So, Nathan, did you get a text message or an email today? Now, your free play between Montreal and Ottawa for tomorrow, guys. Take the over 51. All right, Montreal and Ottawa over 51. Johnny Manziel coming back. I do believe he is going to have a much better game than his last attempt. And I do believe he will throw a touchdown or two. Okay, good deal, Nathan. Thank you for signing up. And next time that we send out a text, it may take a day or two to get in the system, but once it does, you'll start getting them and you'll know. When we start pestering you that we went live, you'll know. All right? I'm just kidding. We don't like to pester anybody here. But we do like to market what we're doing. Alrighty. Moving right along. Hopefully everybody got that free play in Canadian football. If somebody wants to post it in the comments, that way everybody has it. Montreal and Ottawa over 51. And please, somebody give me an update on the Cardinals, Northwestern, the halftime score for UCF and Connecticut, as well as what is the score and how much time is left in the Wake Forest Tulane game. Remember, guys, I don't really have, I mean, I can, but then I got to take it away from the screen. I don't see the comments. So somebody give me some updates, please. All right, guys. Advertising opportunities. This is more geared towards the people that are watching this for the archived version. Thank you, Jose, for posting the free Canadian Football League play. Nathan, thanks for the update on the Cardinals as well. This message is more geared towards the people watching this in the archived version of the show. If you're looking to get your company noticed, if it's another sports service, offshore sports book, marijuana company, alcohol company, local dry cleaning company, we don't care what it is. If you want to get noticed, you want to get your company out, you want to be promoted by the best in the business, and you want to get major exposure for your guys' company on a daily basis, just send us an email, cd@cappersdirect.com. We'll be happy to put you guys on and bring you on board. We're not just limited to one handicapping service. We have Cappers Direct, who is our main sponsor, where I work on a daily basis. There's also 100 Unit Picks, who sponsors the show. rcpicks.com, who sponsors the show. We actually have a couple more that's coming on board with us as well. Guys, so if you want to get your show, get your company noticed, you want to come on the show, just send us an email, cd@cappersdirect.com. We'll be happy to bring you on the program. And the only thing that we require is that you're legitimate, you're not a fraudster, and you're not a scam artist. And you ain't out there ripping people off. All right? So if you don't fit that description of what I just said, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. We'll bring you on Cappers Nation Live. All right? Speaking of bringing people on Cappers Nation Live, next week we will have a special guest, an out-of-town guest. They are not from Las Vegas. I'm not going to name who they are, but many of you know who this person is. Many of you respect this person and his free plays that he puts out on a regular basis. This guy wins, and he wins big. He's got a great following, and we could not be more excited to have him on the show. That will be next Thursday. He will be on the show next Thursday. We also have a scheduled to come on the show, hopefully next Thursday as well. We're working on another guest. One of the sportsbook directors here in Las Vegas. Yes, because we're in Las Vegas and we actually know people. We actually know people. Not our friends from college or our military buddies or Joe Blow, you know, somebody we meet in a chat room that we have handicapped games for us. None of that bullshit, all right? We're actually supposed to have a sportsbook director from here in Las Vegas come on to the show. I don't know if it's going to be pre-recorded due to their schedule. And when we give out, when we do our Cappers Nation show, guys, let's be honest. It's Thursday. NFL college football is going on, so not every sportsbook director, especially this one that we're going to be able to pull aside and have them do the live show. So more than likely, it will be pre-recorded, but we will edit that. We will have that added into the show for you guys once it goes on as well. So a lot of great things in the next couple weeks coming up here at Cappers Nation, guys, and we could not be more excited. Great updates. Thanks, Jose, for the update on the Wake Forest Tulane game, 0-0, end of the first. That was one of our huge premium plays that we put out, the under 57.5 in that game. And, I mean, it is college football, and anything can happen in college football. Teams are liable to score 42 points in one damn quarter. So it's never over until it's over in college football. Just remember that, guys. We had the under in the Wake Forest game, the over in the UCF game, and the St. Louis Cardinals on the money line. Cali Niner, what it do, bro? Just another day, another dollar, and another episode live of Cappers Nation, guys. Alrighty. 100unitpicks.com, home of the weekly 100-unit pick. You get one game a week with Michael over at 100unitpicks.com. He fully guarantees that he gives you a winner or you will receive a full refund and money back. No questions asked. All right? Check them out on their website, 100unitpicks.com. That's 100unitpicks Cappers.com. Their next game is scheduled for this coming Saturday. All right, guys, 2 days away. Cappers Nation will also be live as well. So, and we're actually trying to get Michael on the show on Saturday as well. I'm not sure if I could swing it Saturday morning with him on the show based on their workload and their guaranteed game going off Saturday as well. But we did discuss it, and he might be on the show as well. All right, Major League Baseball. 48 minutes into the live broadcast, and rolling strong, moving right along into baseball. Baseball is not the... it's our baseball segment has actually been expanded in one area to discuss the playoff races and who's in contention and who's not. And then it's been, part of the segment's been cut in where we discuss certain teams. However, we have never cut our fade list. All right, so we still have the fade list come up, and we have a few more teams that are added to it. All right, sorry, reading some comments here. All right, sorry about that, guys. I actually just closed my browser and had to reopen it. Oops. I was like, hey, where'd it go? Where'd all the questions and comments go? So Derek Johnson just posted, what are you doing, Kyle? You need to get in the gym, brah. Been eating too much steak and lobster, Derek. That's what I've been doing. 5-0 St. Louis. Excellent. That's what I love to hear. Alrighty. Major League Baseball segment, guys. What's going on there is Derek. Glad you can post and join us. And give me that thumbs up, Derek. You know you love the show. Our #1 fan, Derek Johnson, by no relation, let me tell you. I wouldn't want to be related to that guy, let me tell you. All right, Major League Baseball. Who's hot? Who's not? Who to bet and who not to bet. And our favorite, who should you be fading? On this week's installment of Cappers Nation Live, guys, we're about to give you guys some valuable insight and a few tips today that will, not should, will make you a more successful sports bettor. All right? Nathan, no shots fired. Me and Derek go at it all the time. Actually, Derek texts me, well, he used to all the time. Maybe he's mad at me. He texts me copies of his tickets with these monster parlays where Derek misses them by one team. And I don't know how many times the LA Dodgers burned Derek from, I think they're like 7, 18 parlays for thousands of dollars. Big parlays. And he'd text me, sweating this game, sweat it with me, and I'd sweat it, and they'd still lose. But I like Derek. When I was up in Lake Tahoe, I think he called me for the first time when I was filming up in Lake Tahoe, and we chit-chatted. But anyways, guys, if you tuned into last week's edition, you were in luck again. Assuming you took our advice on our fade list, if you did, you made yourself a little bit of cheese last week. Not a lot, like the 2 weeks before that, but if you tuned in to our fade list showed a profit yet again. Last week, there was a total of 36 games on our fade list. 2 of them were not counted for the sole fact that we told you guys to fade not only the Kansas City Royals, but the Detroit Tigers. So how can you fade both of them? So you exit that one out, those 2 games. Now, if you tuned into our fade list last week, for Major League Baseball. We told you to fade the Orioles. Unfortunately, they just won 3 games straight against the Blue Jays, which happened to be one of our system plays that we lost. Now our system plays are now 52-3 because of the damn Orioles. But the Orioles went 3-4 since last week's show. 3 wins, 4 losses for the Orioles, which flipped that around, gives all of our viewers 4 wins and 3 losses, fading them. We also told you to take the Kansas City Royals. When you take out the 2 games they won against Detroit, they had 2 wins and 2 losses over the last week since last week's show, minus those 2 shows. Lose a little bit of juice there. We told you to fade the Tampa Bay Rays, and unfortunately, they decided to get hot again and go 4-1. So we lost some change on Tampa Bay. We also told you to fade the San Diego Padres, who happen to have 2 wins and 4 losses. We'll flip that around. That gives us 4 wins and 2 losses on the fade and puts money in your pocket. We also We also told you to fade the Detroit Tigers. When you take out their 2 losses against the Kansas City Royals, they went 0-3. Detroit going 0-3. Flip that around. We've got 3 wins and 0 losses, fading the Tigers. Made some nice money there. We also told you to fade the Miami Marlins. They went 2-4 in the last week. Flip that around. We've got 4 wins and 2 losses, fading the Miami Marlins. We also said to fade Pittsburgh, and they went 2-3. Flip that around. We had 3 wins and 2 losses. All in all, total, we had 21 wins and 15 losses on the fade list over the last 4 weeks. The last 4 weeks, not including juice, we are up 52 games on our fade list. If you play just the teams that we recommend to fade, we are up 52 games, minus the juice, in Major League Baseball over the last 4 weeks. The last 4 shows, the fade list has a record for us winning 101 and losing 49 games. We're 101-49 out of the last 150 games on the fade list. Not bad. Not bad for free advice. All right, guys. Before we jump into the Major League Baseball playoff races and what's going on in Major League Baseball, if you're tuning in and you're watching this show on a platform other than YouTube, and what that means is if you're watching this on our website, cappersdirect.com, if you're watching it on the Cappers Nation site, if you're watching it on the live stream platform, the Venmo platform, maybe you're watching it on one of our other partner websites. If you're watching this somewhere else, please do come over to YouTube. YouTube.com/Cappers Direct. We'll take you right to our Cappers Direct YouTube channel. Click on the live link. Join us for a live broadcast. All right, guys, our live broadcast where you guys can have interactive chat. If you're watching this on another platform, you cannot participate in our live chat that is only happening here on YouTube. You can also give us a thumbs up like somebody just did, as well as post a comment, a question, a concern. You can tell me I need to go to the gym like my buddy Derek did. Or you can post a good question like Joe Garcia just said. Kyle, what's a good bankroll to get started in the NFL? Joe, that is a very loaded question. Bankroll is going to be determined based off of how much you're betting or how much you want to bet, per se. Obviously, if you only have $1,000 in a bankroll, I'm not going to have you go out and bet $300-400 a game. That would be dumb. If you have $1,000, you should, depending on what you're betting, you should be betting anywhere from $50 to $100, maybe a tad bit more. You know, $150, maybe stepping out on something really, really big, one of our premium plays, or maybe our guaranteed Saturday game, maybe, you know, $200 on something of that caliber. Julio Nunes just asked, Do you recommend using round robins? Julio, absolutely not. I do not recommend round robins at all. 100%. I am against it. Now, if you hit them, if you hit like a 5-team round robin, you just made an absolute killing. But it's the quickest way to go broke betting sports, betting round robins, or betting with our competition, according to what our customers had to say. True story, as Derek just said. Derek bets a lot of parlays, but this guy actually hits some monster parlays. He's proven it. He sent me tickets, and not only sent me pictures of his cash that he wins and he picks up from his local book, but yeah, Navas, what about GP capping services? Any good? I kind of feel... Hold on. I better put the sunglasses on for all the haters out there to properly answer Navas's question. Navas, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I do apologize. I usually butcher everybody, sometimes my own. All right. The question was, what about GP's capping service? Any good? Well, in my opinion, dude, shut up. In my opinion, anybody, I do believe they're one of the companies that double sides the games, right, guys? One handicapper gives out one side, the other handicapper gives out the other side. Am I correct? I've heard it from I don't know, a couple dozen clients that watch their free plays saying that somebody's giving out one side, somebody's giving out the other side. In this Navas, I'm not going to answer that question. I'm just going to leave it at blank. But I will discuss people who give out both sides of the game, companies that give out both sides of the game, and what my opinion is of that style. Because I know they're not the only ones that do it. There's a lot of people that do it. I think it's shitty, and I think it's shady. And it's actually very bad business practice. And it's very bad for the industry itself. Let's be honest, this is the gambling business. The gambling business, in nature, is very shady. There are a lot of shady individuals in this business. Just like any business, there's a lot of shady individuals in every walks of life. All right? But in a business that is already a black eye, gambling, sorry, reading some of the comments. Nathan, yeah, I do agree. But in an industry that's already trying to better itself, it's now legal in 3 other states. It's going to be legal in the next couple years, and many, many more. In an industry that we're trying to make better and trying to make more welcomed in certain industries, the financial industry, everywhere. I'd like to see sports betting legal everywhere. And companies that are going to be out there, you're going to see more sports services pop up, more touts, handicappers, whatever you want to call them, scandicappers, whatever you want to call us, there's going to be thousands more that pop up. And with the NFL starting, college football starting, you already see guys on YouTube. Somebody sent me a video. Some dude looked like he was wearing grandma's crocheted underwear over his head and making a video giving out a free play. But back to my thing on services that are shady that give out both sides. So, Cappers Direct, we have the owners. And if I was making a video and Jay was making a video and I gave out UCF minus the points and Jay gave out Connecticut for his clients plus the points, that wouldn't be good. Yeah, I'm going to win the game because I think I'm better than Jay, and my games are better. But it doesn't matter. One of us is going to win. Somebody's going to have angry clients because they got a loser. Somebody's going to have happy clients because they had a winner. Then you're going to have the clients that are angry because the same company gave out both sides of the game. Casey, I heard that they do that as well. That Doc Sports does it as well, as Casey just pointed out. But there's only one person in that situation that makes money. It's the ownership group that's up here. Whoever the main man in that company is has happy clients buying a package because they won. So when a company gives out both sides of the game, I disagree with it. I think it's a scam. I think it's shady. I think it's bad for the industry. It's bad for the clients. It's bad for their business. It's bad for their look. And that's one thing that'll never happen here. We will never give both sides of the game. That is a fact. You know, and so anyways, let's get away from the amateur hour and back to Major League Baseball. Julio, the sports whale is a scam. I've seen some of their stuff, their videos they produce, their tickets. You know, if he was betting online at like Five Dimes or Bovada, that would be one thing. He's just printing out tickets, if you know what I mean. Alrighty, Major League Baseball and the playoff race. Navas, I could go on and on about people in this industry. I get along with everybody in this industry. Daniel, where's that emoji with the hand slap in the face? Common Sense TV, where's the hand slap emoji? All right, give it to me and do it 3 times. I'm going to have to put you in timeout on the live chat. I get along with everybody in this industry, with the exception of one group of individuals. Although one of those guys over there I do get along with. So that just goes to show I don't get along with Kelly enough. You never know, Nathan. You never know who's going to pop up on the live show here in the near future. The more we expand, the more we get bigger, the bigger we're going to get. All right? The more people we're going to have joining us live. Absolutely, Julio. I do get along with them. I think, anyways. I don't dislike them. I have 0 issues with Chase. He is new to the business. He's only been doing this a couple months. But I've chatted with him a few times. Before he ever got started, he used to send me a bunch of emails picking my brain. Alrighty. There you go. There you go with the emojis. All right, Major League Baseball back at it. We've been talking for 1 hour and 7 minutes. And we haven't even got through Major League Baseball yet. John, how about SBR? Do you get along with them? John, I don't deal with anybody over at SBR. I have no issues with them. We had an issue where somebody was posting our plays over there, and we had to send them a takedown notice because obviously Cappers Direct is in the business of selling sports picks, and when somebody gives away our information for free, we sell less. And so that customer was warned. They removed our plays, and then customer doesn't do it anymore. Because if he does, he'd just shut his account down. All right, Major League Baseball. The American League East. Ronald Burke, the meat man. I've talked to Dave quite a few times. I kind of agree with Nathan. We can talk about sports services maybe in the Real Talk segment, but let's at least try and get through Major League Baseball. All right. I would like to see my daughter before she goes to bed. Although I could be here all evening. The AL East. Boston is in first place with a record of 92 and 42. Brian is at 6:30 left in the first half. Yankees are 7.5 games back of Boston. The AL Central race. Cleveland is in first with a 75 and 57 record. Minnesota is 13 games back. Yes, 13 games back. The AL West is getting hot and getting tight. Houston, after their slump, they're still in first with a record of 82 and 51, but 2.5 games back with a record of 80 and 54 is the red-hot Oakland A's. The American League playoff race. As of right now, if the season was to end today, Boston, Houston, and Cleveland are automatically in. The Yankees have a 4.5 game lead on their wild card spot, as well as Oakland sliding into a wild card spot if the season was to end today. Sitting 5.5 games back in the American League wild card race is the Seattle Mariners, who are in a slump and trying to get the winning going. 8.5 games back from a wild card spot that Oakland is currently occupying is the Tampa Bay Rays. Moving on to the National League East, Atlanta Braves. My Atlanta Braves are in first place. When Atlanta Braves, when they built SunTrust Park, they sent out to diehard fans, you had a chance to buy a brick and put your name on it, and it's in the stadium with a message on it. So I actually have a brick that says, Kyle Johnson, #1 Braves fan. It is somewhere in SunTrust Park. They actually sent me a map to find it, so hopefully one day I make it back to Atlanta and I can go see a game and find where my brick is that's got my name on it. Atlanta's sitting in first in the NL East with a record of 74 and 58. Philadelphia Phillies are 3.5 games back. And the Nationals, with a 67 and 67 record, are 8 games back behind Atlanta. That Nationals are picking it up. They're finally starting to win. And if the Braves keep winning, they should be all right. But if the Braves go on a slump and they have a tough schedule ahead, look for the Phillies or the Nationals to make a push in the NL East. Still plenty of time. Oh, Jesus. Casey, get the meat man on your show. I don't know if I could handle the energy that he brings. Holy shit, Andrew, you're playing online golf, $100 a hole. Where do you play online golf at? That's what I want to know. All right, the NL Central. The Cubs are in first with a record of 78 and 54. They had a huge lead in the NL Central division. However, the red-hot St. Louis Cardinals, who were in fourth, then third, are now in second place in the NL Central with a record of 74 and 59. They are just 4.5 games back. As well as the Milwaukee Brewers, they are also 4.5 games back in the NL Central. The Cubs have a tough road ahead. They have a lot of tough matchups, one being with Atlanta, although last time I looked, the Cubs were winning today 2-0. But St. Louis is right on their heels, and St. Louis is peaking at the right time. A lot about winning championships is peaking at the right time. And St. Louis started out slow, and they're definitely peaking at the right time, let me tell you. The NL West, excuse me. The NL West, the Arizona Diamondbacks, sitting atop first place with a 73 and 60 record. 1.5 games back is the Rockies. And then 1 game back, from the Diamondbacks is the LA Dodgers with a 72-61 record. The Giants are 7 games back of Arizona with 67-68 record. The NL West is going to be a Wild West shootout the rest of the season. The Diamondbacks, if they want to win out in the NL West, make the playoffs, they have a huge road ahead of them. Not only do they have series against, they have a 4-game series today. Sorry, I was reading comments. The Diamondbacks have a 4-game series today, starting against the LA Dodgers. Then they've got Colorado. Then they've got the Astros. Then they've got the Cubs. Then they've got the Rockies. Then they have a 4-game series at home against the Dodgers. And then a 3-game series to end the season against the Padres. So, the Diamondbacks have a huge road ahead of them. If the season was to end today, the National League playoff race would look like this. The Chicago Cubs, the Atlanta Braves, and the Arizona Diamondbacks would all be in. The Milwaukee Brewers would be picking up a wild card spot, as well as the St. Louis Cardinals. The Rockies are 1.5 games back of a wild card spot. The Dodgers are 2 games back. Philadelphia is 3 games back. Washington is 7.5 games back. San Francisco is 8 games back. And Pittsburgh is 9 games back. The National League is all but decided. Derek, yeah, you are correct. I have talked to him many, many times. He goes back and forth from New Orleans to Vegas a lot throughout the year. And he doesn't bet a lot on games. Absolutely. And I know he felt bad for him. I know he lost a very close family member. It was last year or the year before. But I know I was told, I don't know if it's true or not, but I was told he inherited a ton of money. And he does this for the love of it and because he enjoys it from what I know. All right. Now, the teams we're going to talk about, not necessarily on our betting list, our fade list, but they're on our radar. Normally, I don't know what he owns other than his website and an 800 number that's got his name in it. Normally, the teams that we talk about list is a lot longer. However, because of the longer show today, we've shortened it up. All right, we're going to run through it really, really fast. Chicago Cubs, 78-54, first in the NL Central. 7-3 in their last 10 games, 8-2 in their last 10 home games, 6-4 in their last 10 road games, 48 runs scored over the course of the last 10 games, 22 runs given up over the last 10 games. Now, here's the neat thing about the Chicago Cubs. With the exception of today, because as Russ just pointed out, my Braves are beating them in the 5th inning, or end of the 5th inning, 4-3. Before today, the Chicago Cubs have given up 2 or less runs 7 of their last 10 games. Chicago pitching has been lights out as of late, and they've been able to get the job done, and that's why they're keeping pace with St. Louis after a little slump a couple weeks ago. The LA Dodgers, the team that likes to peak in both directions way too many times this season. The Dodgers are here, then they're here, then they're here, then they're here. They're somewhere in between. The Dodgers can't keep a steady pace. 72-61, third in the NL West, 6-4 in their last 10 games. They've got a 5-game winning streak. They are picking it up. They are on the uptrend. They're starting a 4-game series at home at Chavez Ravine against the Diamondbacks tonight. They're 5-5 in their last 10 home and road games. All right, they've scored 56 times in their last 10 games, and they've only given up 32 as well. Dodger pitching, with the exception of the bullpen and the closers, have been doing good. The bullpen has been murdering the Dodgers single-handedly. All right, the Atlanta Braves, who, as Russ just pointed out, is beating the Chicago Cubs 4-3 right now. First in the NL East with a record of 74-58. They're 6-4 in their last 10 games, 5-5 in their last 10 at home, and 7-3 in their last 10 on the road. 35 runs scored over their last 10 games, 23 runs scored, given up in their last 10 as well. Now, another interesting fact about the Braves, they have given up 2 or less runs in 7 of their last 10 games. Obviously, that number is going to get a little higher as the Cubs already scored 3 tonight. The red hot St. Louis Cardinals. 74-59, as we started talking about them. If you remember about 2 months ago, they were on our fade list. We were fading the shit out of the St. Louis Cardinals. We were making a ton of money fading the St. Louis Cardinals. And then we switched it up. We pulled them off the fade list. We started betting them. We started betting with them. And boy, are we happy. We have been making an absolute killing betting both sides of the Cardinals. We rode them when they sucked. Now we're hammering them when they're on fire. 74-59 record. They are now in second in the NL Central. Just a couple games back. All right, guys, trying to make a push for the playoffs. They are currently sitting in a wild card spot, but the Cardinals are going to mix it up. And I bet they catch the Cubs. All right, they're 20-6 in their last 26 games. 20 wins, 6 losses in their last 26 games. All right, they're 7-3 in their last 10 home games, 7-3 in their last 10 road games. They have also scored 46 runs in their last 10 games. St. Louis is not scoring a lot. All right, they're getting that 4, 5, 6 runs per game. But what is winning for them is their pitching. All right, they're scoring enough runs to win, but their pitching staff and their bullpen and their closer has been getting the job done, and they've been getting the job done on the field defensively with less amount of errors than most teams have been making. All right, they've given up 31 runs over the last 10 games. 3 runs or less. Here is a kicker. The Cardinals have given up 3 runs or less 9 of their last 10 games. So what that means is if you're scoring 5, 6, 7 runs per game, and you only give up 3, it means you're winning ball games. And you're winning a lot of them. That is why the Cardinals are red hot. They're winning on the field defensively. Their bullpen is pitching lights out. Their closer is not blowing games. And then on the field offensively, they're putting up enough runs to win. They're getting those hits when runners are in scoring position and producing enough runs. Now, Julio just asked, who is my favorite baseball team? The Atlanta Braves. I've been an Atlanta Braves fan since I was a kid. Yes, the Montreal Expos. Alrighty. Now, last but not least of the teams that we're going to discuss before we get to our fade list, the St. Louis Cardinals. We just did the St. Louis Cardinals. That's the thing about going live, guys, is I can't, no retakes, no outtakes, no rewinds, no doing it all over again. You make a mistake, you just smile, laugh, and keep on moving. Oakland A's, second in the AL West, 80-54, and they're in second place. 6-4 in their last 10 home games. 6-4 in their last 10 games. 7-3 in their last 10 home games. 6-4 in their last 10 road games. They've scored 52 times in the last 10 games, and their pitching staff has only given up 34 runs. Cubs back on top 5-4. Guess we should have been on the over to that game. All right, somebody give me an update on the Wake Forest-Tulane game, the Northwestern-Purdue game, and the UCF game. Actually, David just did. UCF 42-10. I absolutely like it. How much time left in that? Oh, there we go. 4:30 left in the third quarter. There we go. 52 points so far. We got 20 more to go. 3 more touchdowns. Let's go. And let's get that over in that game for all of our Premium Play members. All right, on to our fade list. On to our fade list. I know this is Nathan's favorite. I know this is a lot of people's favorites. So let's get that fade list going. Who's ready for the fade list? Who's ready for that fade list? You guys ready to write this down? Take some notes? All right. Without further ado, how much time left in that Wake Forest game, Andrew? Or is it halftime yet? All righty. First on that list, the Baltimore Orioles. Yes, they did try and burn us last week, and they burned one of our system plays. But the Baltimore Orioles. The Kansas City Royals. The San Diego Padres. The Detroit Tigers. The Miami Marlins. The Pittsburgh Pirates. The New York Mets. And the Seattle Mariners on their 4-game series against just Oakland. So, you're fading Seattle only in their 4 games against Oakland. Oakland's going to get the job done. There's a bunch of free plays for everybody. Speaking of free plays, in 45 minutes, we've got a free play in Major League Baseball for you guys tonight. Actually, 2 free plays. Let's make sure. Nathan just posted the fade list for today. Orioles, Royals, Padres, Tigers, Marlins, Pirates, Mets, and Mariners against the A's only. Perfect. Thank you, Nathan, for putting that in there. That's our fade list. Now, free play for tonight, guys, Major League Baseball. One of your free plays for today, and then we're going to move right along into college football. Free play for tonight, 10:10 Eastern, 7:10 here on the West Coast. Colorado versus San Diego. Line on that game's got Colorado favored. Right before filming, they were at minus $1.50. Hopefully, they're still there. Maybe they dropped a little bit, but I doubt it. All right, with a total over and under 8 runs. Rockies versus the Padres. Yes, fade exhibition sports. We're fading the NFL until next week. All right. Your free play in Major League Baseball between the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. Not 1, but 2 free plays. The side on that game, we're taking the Rockies minus the 150 on the money line. I know some got it a little bit earlier at minus $1.40. Some got it a little bit higher. We're also taking the over 8 runs. Colorado on the money line and the over 8. Hammer them, pound them, and make yourself some easy money today. All right? So there's 2 free Major League Baseball plays for 45 minutes from now. That is for tonight, guys. Make sure you go bet the Rockies and the over. Northwestern 24-14, I like it. But I'd like it even more if they score a few more. Absolutely, Brian. You're very welcome for the picks. I love giving them out. All right. Moving right along. This show is brought to you by rcpicks.com. Mr. Robert Connie Jr. has been bringing you winning sports Let me try that again. Mr. Robert Connie Jr. has been bringing you winning sports picks and predictions for over 20 years. With a fully detailed and 100 transparent record, it's all in the open to see. Check out Mr. Connie Jr. today at rcpicks.com. Derek, I gave out Northwestern plus 1.5 as a free play. That was in our free play video, Northwestern plus 1.5. We do not have the total in that game. Bill, always welcome for the free plays, bud. David, if you need money management, please do give me a call tomorrow. Give me a call at 888-561-8923, and I will be happy to help you with any money management needs that you need. All right, bud? All righty. NFL preseason. Full slate of games today. Does anybody have any score updates? Wait, I really don't care about the NFL today. So please, no score updates of the NFL. I was just messing around. All right. NFL preseason, what you need to know for today. Don't bet it. As Brian posted earlier, fade the NFL today. If you're even watching it, it's got to be the boringest thing going on today. Watch preseason, last game of the week. There's no starters playing, at least any starters of any importance. And if they are, they're going to play one series, maybe a couple snaps, and that's it. Definitely should not be betting it. Definitely should not be betting the NFL preseason. If you paid for preseason NFL from somebody, I'm sorry. College football. Week 1 is here, college football. And I know I'm more excited than ever. All right? We've had an extra long week 1. What if you just need money? That number's still good. Yeah, I'll always refer you to the bank. All right, Daniel? I'll always refer you to the bank. You can call me. I can tell you where to go get money at. If you've got an account there, maybe you'll be able to pull money out. But if you don't, you'll probably be shit out of luck. Good on them, John. Good on them. That's all I've got to say. I did hear his excuse last week why his preseason game lost is that he wasn't expecting a quarterback to suck so bad and take so many snaps. It just goes to show that in preseason football, nobody, absolutely nobody, has a clue other than the head coach who's going to play what and for how many snaps. As Jeremy just posted with the emojis. There you go. David, Wisconsin and OSU. Ohio State University. If you want to know something about them, stick around in just a minute. I do have something to tell you guys. There's been some huge, absolute huge bets here in Vegas on those two teams on a parlay, and I'm going to tell you about those very shortly. All right? Extra long week. College football actually kicked off last weekend, and here we are today. All right? This is really, to me, the real first official day. There's a lot of games going, a lot of money to be made, as all of our premium play members and our consensus play members and our free play members are seeing right now. All right, the preseason Associated Press top 10. Number 1, Alabama, who's facing off against Louisville this week. The line on that game opened up at -25, favoring Alabama. Number 2, Clemson is playing at home against Furman. Number 3, Georgia is at home against Austin Peay. Number 4, Wisconsin against Western Kentucky. That line is already up to 36. I know it even hit 37 on William Hill because of one mystery bettor. I know who that mystery bettor is, and I know what he bet, and I'm going to tell you what he bet here very shortly. Number 5, Ohio State versus Oregon State. Ohio State at home, and they're favored by over 37 points. Absolutely was not me, John. 100% was not me. I've got big balls when it comes to betting, but I don't have this kind of balls. All right? Absolutely do not have this kind of balls. What I'll tell you about the bet, and who the guy is, it is a absolute monster of a bet. Alrighty, sorry, I lost my feed here. Okay, there we go. Exactly, as Daniel just said about preseason. Anyways, back to number 6 of the AP top 10. Washington at Auburn. Auburn line opened up at -3. I've actually seen it down to -2 and -1.5 in some spots earlier today. Number 7, Oklahoma facing off against Florida Atlantic in Oklahoma. Boy, is that going to be a showdown. Number 8, Miami. Probably with one of the biggest matchups of the week besides the Washington-Auburn game. Number 8, Miami, heading to number 25, LSU. Miami is favored -3 when the line opened on the road against a tough LSU team who picked it up late in the season last year. Number 9, Auburn versus Washington. Auburn, as we discussed. Number 10, Penn State facing off against Appalachian State. Penn State was favored by 23. Key games for the rest of the week that we've got on our radar. Tomorrow, San Diego State versus Stanford. As well as tomorrow, Western Kentucky versus Wisconsin. And then on Saturday, Washington facing off against Auburn. Florida Atlantic versus Oklahoma. Sunday, yes, NFL, college football on Sunday. Miami facing off against LSU. Today's free play that we gave you guys and the video we produced early this morning was Northwestern +1.5. Hopefully that holds on for a nice winner for everybody. Does anybody have an update on the St. Louis Cardinals game? Would love to know how our premium play on the Cardinals is doing. All right. Now, somebody, a mystery bettor, we're going to call him Mystery X Bettor, has been drinking some Big Ten Kool-Aid. There is one individual. I know who the individual is. I'm not sure what I think of the bet. This is a monster bettor. He makes what I bet look small. And I bet big. Most people call me fake because my bets are big. This guy is huge. This guy is huge. And it's funny because people say you can't bet big. They're full of shit. They don't know. They're lying. And they know nothing about this industry. Because I love college football and all these days. Give me college football 7 days a week, Brian, and I'd be the happiest guy alive. And extend the season twice as long. The Big Ten Kool-Aid Mystery X Bettor walked into the South Point Casino the other day. And he laid $10,000 on a parlay. Wisconsin -36 and Ohio State -37.5. Nope. It's not Dave. Not Dave, I'll tell you that much. That same bettor came back to the South Point 4 hours later, bet the same two teams at a higher line because he moved the line a point that time. Moved it to 37 on Wisconsin and 38.5 on Ohio State. He bet not 20,000. His second was 30,000. He came back and plucked down 30,000 more on Ohio State and Wisconsin as a parlay, two-team parlay. It was probably our buddy Derek Johnson. Just don't know it. And then he headed over to William Hill. He wasn't done with 40,000 on the two teams. He headed over to William Hill, and he bet $130,000. Yes, $130K on a two-team parlay between Wisconsin and Ohio State. Now, combined, both teams, he's got 75 points to cover. Holy hell, I wish him good luck. I hope he murders the books. What I think about those two teams tomorrow, personally, Wisconsin giving up 36 against Western Kentucky, it's a lot of points. Same thing with a Baker Mayfield-less Ohio State. And no head coach, 38.5 is a lot. I wish him luck. I don't know if those are going to be on our card, but we're going to actually discuss some of those here in a second. But some Big Ten Kool-Aid going on. And he is an associate of mine. I do know him personally. I've heard about it from him first. However, Nick Bogdanovich of William Hill, he is the director of trading at William Hill. For everybody that doesn't know or know William Hill in Vegas, They're one of the largest books. They're in many, many, many casinos. They're actually worldwide. But Nick Bogdanovich of William Hill has confirmed it. That a mystery bettor did go in and wager $130,000 on a parlay. Alrighty. Moving right along. Now moving into during this segment, each week it's going to expand and get bigger and bigger. As baseball peters out, we'll talk less about baseball. We'll talk more about college football. We've already been on the show for an hour and 38 minutes. We're going to try and speed it up because, shit, there's still 6 or 7, 8 more pages left in my notes here. Tomorrow, college football. Utah State versus Michigan State. Spartan Stadium, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, on the Big Ten Network. John, the free Major League Baseball play was the Colorado Rockies minus 150 on the money line and the over 8. All right, Utah State versus Michigan State. That line opened up at 25.5. As of before filming this show, it is already down to 23.5. Over and under opened at 50.5, where it sits currently. Yeah, Jose, he's got $140,000 total on a 2-team parlay. No joke. Andrew, you're drunk already? Good to know. I got a bottle of 1942 right over there. Utah State opened with a Big Ten opponent. Last year, I believe they faced off against Wisconsin, and they did not fare well at all. The key for both Utah State's survival and their victory, if they're going to have one, against Michigan State, is going to be in the trenches. Down and dirty. They need to hold their own against both the offensive line and the defensive line. All right? Against Michigan State. That's the only way they're going to have a chance, and it's the most important aspect of the game for Utah State. The turnover battle, it's going to be extremely important on its own. As the Aggies, they thrive on defense with takeaways last season. The Aggies thrived with takeaways, and that's going to be one of their keys to survival. If you did any research or any industry talk before the season kicked off, then you heard Utah State brought up a lot in the Mountain West. They've been the dark horse talk of 2018 coming out of the MWC. And I would not be surprised. They're not on our list to win outright for the Mountain West Conference, but they have been talked a lot of dark horse talk. Now, this is not an official play breakdown between Utah State and Michigan State, but if you had to put a gun to my head and you made me give you a lean, I would take Utah State plus the 23.5 points against Michigan State, and as a lean. Not an official bet. Don't worry, I'm not like the other services that when they win a lean, they count it in their record. We don't do that, all right? I'm just giving you guys my personal opinion. When we put out an official play, there's a group of us at Cappers Direct that all agree on a game. Cappers Nation, it's all mine. All right, so it's just my opinion. All right, San Diego State continued on Friday night. San Diego State facing off against Stanford. Stanford is trending in the right direction in the Pac-12. They are going to be on thin ice, as we're going to discuss throughout the season, based on their extremely tough schedule. Yeah, Derek, I'll send you $100. Can I Venmo it to you? Stanford Stadium, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific tomorrow night. Aired on Fox Sports 1. Stanford opened up at minus 14.5, and they are still sitting at 14.5. Over and under 51.5 when it opened. That line currently is already dropped 3 points down to 48.5. Stanford is a 15-point favorite in the contest, and they will be a contender in the Pac-12 title race once again this fall. However, Stanford has one of the tougher Pac-12 schedules, and in order for them to ensure their chances of competing for a title, along with their quarterback Love's Heisman campaign, I believe they're going to be on thin ice the entire year. They have a tough schedule. Now, San Diego State, they lost Rashid Penny to the NFL. They lost their major counterpuncher to their Heisman candidate. But the strength of the Aztecs with Juwan Washington, guys. Sorry, reading the comments. Yes, Derek, I'll send that. I'll Venmo you $100 as soon as we get off air. With Juwan Washington, Washington should be able to carry the load. All right, guys. San Diego State is going to be stout up front defensively. They've always been good up front defensively. They are returning, I believe, 7 starters. And believe it or not, little San Diego State is projected to have one of the nation's, yes, the nation's best defensive lines. San Diego State should be a monster on defense. Interesting fact, Stanford is 10-2-1 against the spread in their last 13 games at home. And that's before playing USC. All right, before playing my Trojans, Stanford is 10-2-1 in their last 13 games against the spread at home at Cardinal Stadium. Sorry, Stanford Stadium. They're also, San Diego State is 10-17 against the spread in their last 27 road games against opponents while having more than 6 days rest. San Diego needs to play better on the road. They won last year. They beat Stanford last year 20-17 in a close battle. Again, if you put a gun to my head and you made me choose my personal lean on this game, and this is not an official free play, but I'm going to have an official free play for you guys here shortly. Actually, 2. If I had to choose as of right now, I would pick San Diego plus the 14.5, as well as the under 48.5. I'd probably buy the 48.5 up to 49, just to be safe. But that's just me. Saturday, because we're going to talk about a couple more games. And remember, guys, Saturday morning we will be live discussing more college football. Saturday afternoon, 3:30 Eastern Time on ABC, Washington versus Auburn. Top 10 matchup, first one of the year. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. This is a neutral site game, although it is on the East Coast. So I am going to give Washington a small disadvantage. Even though they are traveling, the game is closer to Auburn. It's about, 2.5 hour drive. Game number 193 and 194. The line opened up. When the line came out, Auburn was favored by 3. It is down to 2 points. With a total that opened up at 51, it is now down to 48.5. Some interesting facts before we talk a little bit about the game. Washington is 26-15 against the spread versus opponents when they've had more than 6 days of rest. So out of their last 41 games, they're 26-15 on 6 days or more rest. Auburn is 6-13 in the last 5 years against AP top 10 teams. Auburn does not come to play when they're facing another top 10 ranked team. They're 6-13 dating back 5 years against top 10 ranked teams. Also, Auburn is 8-1 betting the under on neutral site games against AP top 10 teams. You see where we're leaning here. The under, right? You guys are seeing it, right? Okay, good. Quarterback Jake Browning leading the charge for the offense. Browning and Stidham, make up perhaps college football's best week one quarterback matchup. Guys, to be honest, I think this is going to be a great quarterback matchup between two teams. Why? You have two of the best quarterbacks in college football going head-to-head in week number one against two very, very aggressive, physical, and fast defensive lines. All right? Quarterbacks are going to have to think on their feet. They're going to have to be quick on their feet. They're going to have to get the ball out, or they're going to have to tuck and run it, or get rid of it one way or another. Both quarterbacks. We're going to see a show of quarterbacks and see who's been practicing in camp the best in week one between Washington and Auburn. I do find both teams, both quarterbacks, are going to find it hard to move the ball up and down the field against their opposition. Washington, they did lose key receiving weapons in recent years to the draft. The running game is going to be huge here, guys. As the production of Washington's running back Myles Gaskin will be crucial for keeping Auburn's fierce pass rush in bay. Gaskin, guys, one hell of a running back, and if Washington can establish the run against Auburn, it will eliminate their pass rush that is so fierce and effective, and it will give Jake Browning a chance to throw the ball later on in the game as well. In a matchup filled with so much future NFL talent, the key factors in this game to watch are going to be who wears down the most and the fastest. Keep running the ball. Wear down the opposition. Beat them in the trenches. Wear down the defense. Whoever wears down the other defense the most and the fastest is going to have the leg up in this game. With the types of defensive units both programs have, it's going to be a low-scoring game. With a total set at 48.5, it's already dropped from 51 down to 48.5. If I had to give you guys a lean between Washington and Auburn, I'm taking the under. Personal opinion. Now, West Virginia versus Tennessee. Bank of America Stadium. Another neutral field game. Charlotte, North Carolina. 3:30 Eastern Time, 12:30 Pacific. It will be broadcasted live on the CBS network. Game 201 and 202. West Virginia facing off against Tennessee. When the lines came out on the game, West Virginia was favored by 9.5 points. It is now up to 10. The total came out at 61.5. It is now down to 61 here in Las Vegas. Interesting trends to pay attention to. Tennessee is 8-2 in their last 10 games at neutral site games when they're playing on grass. Bank of America Stadium is a grass field. West Virginia. This is the one stat that scares me. West Virginia is 0-10. Yes, 0. Zip, zilch. In their last 10 games that are in neutral sites against non-ranked opponents. West Virginia, don't let us down. Tennessee is 7-0 overall in neutral field games against non-conference Power 5 conference teams. Both teams look to take a step in their futures in the right directions for both their programs. West Virginia quarterback Will Grier is blowing up off-season Heisman watch lists. If you're watching off-season Heisman watch lists, you've heard the name Will. Will is going to put West Virginia back on the map this year. All right? West Virginia, they are primed and ready to make a big push as a dynamic quarterback. Will Grier playing alongside very explosive weapons on their perimeter. All right? They're going to lead to big numbers between Grier throwing the ball and their wide receivers outside. West Virginia is going to put up monster numbers every single game all year long. Not just against the Vols, all right? Not just against Tennessee. West Virginia is going to score lights out all year long. And here's a free futures bet. We picked and bet West Virginia to win the Big 12 this year. You heard it here first. West Virginia at plus 700 to win the Big 12. I might be crazy. We don't hit all our futures, but I'll tell you one thing. We hit a shit ton of them, all right? And this one, I do believe we will hit. Now, if I had to pick a lean in this game, as of right now, I'm taking West Virginia minus the 10, and I'm also taking the over 61. I'd look to see that game in the 80s as far as score goes. Maybe not 80s, low 70s, low to mid 70s. Tennessee's going to score some points against West Virginia. How many is the question? But Greer and West Virginia are going to score a shit ton. Now, I do have a free college football game for you guys coming up. It's coming up on this game that we're going to talk about. 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 Pacific, Saturday morning. So Saturday afternoon for all our West Coast or East Coasters. Florida Atlantic. Lane Kiffin's team is facing off against number 7 Oklahoma. Baker Mayfield-less Oklahoma. Game number 151 and 152. Oklahoma opened up the game minus 21, favored by 3 touchdowns. It's still 3 touchdowns. Total over and under 69. It is already up to 72. That total has moved 3 points, guys. Last year, Florida Atlantic was 11-3 straight up, 8-4 against the spread. A couple of those losses against the spread were coach-induced, and Lane Kiffin joked about it on Twitter. Oklahoma was 12-2 straight up last year and 8-6 against the spread as well. David, how much time left in that UCF game? As well as Russ, what's the score and time left in the Tulane game? Trends to watch. Oklahoma is 9-2 against the spread last 3 years at home as a favorite. Yes, Oklahoma 9-2 in their last 3 years at home favored. All right. Florida Atlantic is 0-7 in their last 7 games versus the Big 12. Can Lane Kiffin change that as a 3-touchdown underdog? Florida Atlantic is 13-2 on the under their last 15 games playing on grass fields. It's no secret. Florida Atlantic excels and scores more on artificial turf. Lincoln Riley's squad is projected as a favorite to capture the Big 12 title and make a push for the college football playoffs. The loss of Mayfield for the program to capture the Big 12, I don't know. It's going to be a big change for Oklahoma and what they're capable of doing this year. Everybody's predicting Oklahoma to win out in the Big 12. I'm not. All right? The loss of Mayfield on the program, I believe, is not just a slight, but a bigger downward trend with their opponent in the exact opposite position this week. All right? Lane Kiffin and Florida Atlantic Owls are trending upwards. They're excited about what they did last year. They're confident. And they're looking to make a statement. Lane Kiffin's Owls boast an athletic roster with quality talent and skills at every single position. Lane Kiffin is bringing in transfers from all over the country that are active for this game. There's some that have to sit out until next year, but most of them are active for this game. Running back Devin Singletary and tight end Harrison Bryant, they should pick up right where they left off last year with another strong showing. But most of the tension in this matchup is going to be fixated upon the Sooners quarterback Kyle Murray, who faces the daunting task of replacing the sport's most outstanding player. Can Kyler Murray live up to hype and expectations and keep Oklahoma in the playoff race? No, I don't think so. A shootout here would not surprise me one bit, as both teams possess the explosive power to score a combined 32 points or more. It would not surprise me one bit to see that game go over. Now, Lane Kiffin. Everybody knows I'm a USC fan. I got Sam Darnold autographed ball right there. I'm a huge Lane Kiffin coach fan. All right? Oklahoma's a changed team. Fact. Florida Atlantic is not. They're trending in the right direction. They're confident. They know what they want. They know what they did last year. And they're feeling really, really, really good from last year. They want to make a mark. They're calling them the Alabama of the South. And I would not be surprised to see a huge upset. Now, Lane Kiffin, as double-digit underdogs. He's been a double-digit underdog 6 times in his head coaching career. He has covered the spread all 6 times as a double-digit or more underdog. Well, I guess he'd never be more than a double-digit. But as a double-digit underdog, Lane Kiffin has covered the money 100% of the time. 3 times, and only 3 times in his career, he's had losses of 21 points or more as a head coach. Lane's Kiffin teams are competitive. It doesn't matter where they're at. Florida Atlantic is coming to win. They're not just coming to play, guys. Florida Atlantic knows and feels they can win this game. You can call me crazy, all right? Call me crazy if you want. But they're coming to win the game outright against Oklahoma. If Oklahoma thinks that they just got an easy task of running over small team Florida Atlantic from Boca Raton, Florida, they've got another thing coming, all right? They are plus 1,100 at William Hill at the time of filming this to win outright. Florida Atlantic plus 1,100 to win outright. All right, guys, it's no secret who I like. I'm already hyping them up for you guys. All right, your free play for Saturday college football. Write this down. Somebody put it in the comments. 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 Pacific. Florida Atlantic facing off against Oklahoma. That line is minus 21. Take Florida Atlantic plus the 3 touchdowns. Florida Atlantic, Lane Kiffin, plus 21 points. Hammer the shit out of that bet. All right, guys, hammer the shit out of it. Pound it. It's going to be easy money for you guys. Now, you heard it here first. Put a small sprinkle on Florida Atlantic plus 1,100 on the money line to win the game outright. I will have a nice ticket, and I will show it win, lose, or draw. I'm going to be betting Florida Atlantic on the money line as well as plus the 3 touchdowns. Florida Atlantic on the money line plus 1,100, guys. Do not be surprised you heard it here first. If you want more college football free plays, watch all of our information. No, I'm not, Jose. I'm not going to bet 10 grand on them. I might bet 500 or 1,000 on the money line. We'll see what I do. But it'll be a big bet at plus 21. I promise you that much. I promise you that much. I will show you guys a big bet on plus the 3 touchdowns. But if you guys want more information like this on college football, including free plays, tune in to Cappers Nation Live Saturday morning. I'm going to announce it in tonight's video for tomorrow. So for Friday's free play video, I'm going to announce what time we're going to go live Saturday morning. All right, guys? Now, make sure you guys tune in live next week. We do have a special guest. I'm not going to name that special guest just yet. As well as we do have a promotion, a contest that's free to enter for everybody. We're going to be making an announcement in another day over that. And it's going to be a good thing. We're going to give away a bunch of our futures package to a bunch of people at random. So in the next 2 days, we should have that dialed in and that information. So make sure you pay attention to that. All right? Remember, bet responsibly, bet within your means, and bet with who bets, guys. A lot of people out there A lot of services out there don't bet their games. A lot of services hype shit and they don't bet them, all right? You need to bet with somebody who's betting the games, with somebody that's invested right alongside you, not with somebody who's betting with your money or just making up shit, all right? Last couple days, we've had some bullshit comments on our YouTube. Trolls coming from another service. They're probably fake accounts for the other service saying, I don't see your bets. I don't see a $20,000 bet. Dude, just open both your eyes. Hell, you only need to open one. Go to our website. They're right there on the front page. All right? As always, anybody who wants to see my bet, send me a text message if you got my cell phone. If you don't, call me, 888-561-8923. I'll give you my cell phone. All right? Next Thursday's show will air September 6th live, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. We do have a special guest coming on the show next week. They will be coming in from a remote location because they're not here in Las Vegas. It's going to be a great show. Absolutely, Jose. It's going to be a great deal this weekend. As always, we'd like to thank our sponsors. First, everybody at LVSS for making sure that Cappers Nation happens each and every single week. Thank you guys for letting me do this. Thank you, everybody. CappersDirect.com, our title sponsor, where you guys can find me each and every single day. I'm in their office every single day working, grinding, and making you guys money. All right, Papa Dan's Beef Jerky. Papa Dan's has been with us. Big Dan's been with us from the beginning. Thank you, Dan, for being with us and promoting your beef jerky through the show and on our website. 100unitpicks.com. Everybody make sure you check out Michael over at 100unitpicks.com. Michael's been a great sponsor with us. As well as Mr. Robert Connie Jr., rcpicks.com. Thank you. Hopefully to have you guys on the show. I'd love to get you guys in the studio and film with me. It would actually be great for not only you guys' site, but our viewers as well. And also, I'd like to thank all of our viewers, each and every single one of you. This could not be possible without you guys. I know as soon as I gave out the free plays, everybody jumped off. I noticed that most people are still 364, 62. Everybody's signing off now that I'm finishing up the show. Once we gave out the free plays, everybody split. That's why we give them out at the end. Well, sporadically throughout. I don't know how many free plays we gave out today, plus leans. We've given out more in this show than we've ever done, and it's going to keep being like this. All right, guys? Stay tuned for the announcement for the Cappers Nation Live Saturday morning before the games kick off. So thank you. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. And then also, our biggest thanks to our haters. Without our haters and the other services that hate us and want to talk shit about us, we wouldn't be thriving with the amount of customers and clients that we keep signing up every single day. So thank you to our haters for sending us all your clients that are unhappy. We very much do appreciate it, and we keep taking them every day. So thank you. And everybody that tuned into the live broadcast, thank you. If you missed the live broadcast, we will update this, and it will also be archived on an archived version as well. So I'm about to head home to go have dinner with my family and kiss my little girl before her 8 p.m. bedtime. All right, guys, any questions, as always, give us a call, 888-561-8923. I wasn't picking out any service. I was just thanking all the haters. And again, thank you to all the haters. We love taking your clients and showing them how to be successful betting sports. All right, guys. I'm Kyle. Thank you for tuning in to Cappers Nation. Thank you for making us the best and the biggest live. I think we're the biggest. Maybe not with VSIN, but they're not on YouTube. So thank you for making us the best live show every Thursday. Good luck. God bless. We'll see you guys tonight with another free play for tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, guys. No. No grind on. Absolutely, I'm ready. 10-7, they better slow down. Anything can happen in college. They better slow down. All right, guys, take it easy. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys in the next video.